Hello everybody and welcome to I gotta look at my notes for the title because it's long. Lord El-Melloi II's case files, open bracket, Rail Zeppelin, close bracket, Grace note. And I'm sure I pronounced something wrong. I'm sorry. This came out of nowhere. Episode 0, I should specify. It said episode 0. Yeah, this, I didn't even know this was a thing. I didn't even know this was because it's not original. I think it's based off a light novel. Despite how fate mad I've gone in the past few months, let's just say few months, I had no idea about this. It's about your boy Waver Velvet, who is now Lord El-Melloi II. And you know what? I'll go through the episode first, and then I'll give like overarching thoughts at the end. So I've written what happened on my notes, so I'm going to be looking down while I'm talking about it. Sorry. So he's teaching a lesson, and there's a girl with a hoodie who I'm like, she's going to be a main character, and she was. Also, there's two boys. One's called Flat, and the other is called something else. I haven't written in my notes. I apologise. I should have looked it up. But yeah, then that happens. He goes to a meeting where he finds out he's like a temporary lord, and then he's got like a little sister who I don't think is his actual little sister, but yeah, she's blonde and she's kind of snooty, but that's fine. Then we meet Hoodie Girl, and her name is Grey, and she's probably best girl already, and probably my favourite character from this beginning I guess kind of like a prologue. Let's go prologue. Episode 0 prologue. And she is actually his apprentice, him being Lord El-Melloi, Wave of Velvet, and he was asked what side he's on, which I was lost a lot throughout this, I'm going to be honest. I was very lost. But, and then he curses them, gets cursed back, or like counter-cursed, crashes into someone, steps on some Lego, and then we meet a talking cube called Ad, and I don't know what that is. It's just a talking cube, and I got questions. I got a lot of questions, and I'll find out at some point. But then they find a cat, or they find the cat. I should have mentioned this earlier. Grey like adopted a cat essentially, and was looking after it, and Waver was having none of it. Also, yes, I'm gonna refer to him as both El-Melloi and Waver. It's gonna happen. Sorry. I'm apologising a lot. I really am sorry. But yeah, they find the cat, and they said it was dead, but it was moving, but it was dead. We find out later. So they bury it, and then weird thing. Waver tells Grey he don't like looking at her face, and I'm like, okay, huh? Like, there's got to be a plot reason for that. Like, he is kind of a dick, or he's acting like a dick. We know he's not a dick. He's got a heart of gold, but he's acting like a dick. And I assume there's some reason, and like I said, this is just the prologue, so they're allowed to leave us in the dark a little bit. Not for 6 months though, but that's fine. But then they look to the side, and the cat's shadow is really big, and because she's got some kind of connection to the dead, so she's like a zombie seer or something. But then they figure out he was cursed, so where like he was like linked to the cat, so that if the cat got hurt, he would get hurt as well. So by killing the cat, they're hoping to kill him. And so they find out who it was, chase him down. It's him, Grey, and then the two boys, who's one of them, I forgot their names. But then they have a little chase. They show what they can do. It's all good. The assailant was, he said he's like paid by Clock Tower, so they're obviously trying to get rid of him to put someone else in his spot, I would imagine. Something like that. But then they capture him. They don't find out who like hired him. His brain's been erased, so he doesn't know who hired him. So we don't know who the perpetrator is still. We'll find that out at some point. But then the episode ends where they're like going to a meeting of some sort, and then credits. So, like I said, if my explanation sounded a bit scatterbrained and I wasn't sure what was going on, that's why. Like, I know it's a sequel, Fate Zero sequel, kind of, but it's got a character from Fate Apocrypha, and it's set before Fate Stay Night, and also during Fate Stay Night. but the character of the events of Fate Apocrypha haven't happened. But the character is. I'm just not even going to try and figure this out, man. I'm just gonna. I got to cut off my brain from all the other fates. Just enjoy this for what it is, and then I think I'll be good. So, as far as the characters go, I like Gray, and yeah, that's the only one I like. I'm sorry. I do kind of like that Waver is still. He's still got his like dorkiness is a good word, right? He's still like freaking out. He's still like tripping over things, stubbing his toe and all that, and he's still got like there's still part of that reaction in it. Like when he fell over his face, he went full velvet. Full velvet works. Full velvet instead of like the Lord El-Melloi serious. You know, it was good to see that he might return to likable Waver Velvet, even if he wasn't my favourite from Fate Zero, but yeah, he was still likable enough. So hopefully, like in 6 months when they continue this, he does more. Also, Gray, I want to know more about her. She was like plopped on us with minimal explanation. Want to know what's going on with that, and want to see more of all the other characters. I want to know what the overarching plot is. Like at the moment, it just seems like who attacked him, but they can't make a whole series. Well, I guess they could technically. Maybe they will. We'll have to see in, I believe July is when the actual series is going out, because like this was like a prologue at FateCon, not FateCon, Fate Fest, Type Moon Fest, the event thing they had. So that's going to be July. Overall, I'm going to watch this because Fate, but hopefully it becomes easier to understand. So that's what I think about this episode. I'll see you in July. If you don't come back till then, please do. Please stay. So yeah, I'll see you in July or whenever you come back next. Bye.